The controversy surrounding Assassin's Creed Shadows has been hilarious to say the least, and it has been fun to watch this entire thing play out right before our very eyes. The internet widely rejecting this, destroying this every time it's brought up, ratios galore, and IGN specifically seems to think that this is the hill to die on right here. Now, recently, I had talked about IGN saying, like, you know, as bad as Kotaku is and Polygon and some other of these mainstream sites, IGN seems to have gotten back to basics in a lot of ways. But when it comes to this particular game, they are showing their ass, and they are getting owned all over the place. You know, the quartering tweeted out says, IGN endlessly ball washing Yasuke is wild to see. I've never seen them stand for something this hard in history. Ad revenue must be drying up. If you're surprised to see an African man in feudal Japan, you may not know his fascinating true story. This is Yasuke, known widely as Japan's first black samurai and the first real historical person to be a playable protagonist in Assassin's Creed. And as you see right here, a glorious ratio. That tweet has been ratioed. You can go into the replies and you can see absolute bangers from all of the fans out there just crushing IGN every step of the way. It is brutal. It is brutal beyond belief. Right here, you have it right here. IGN going out of their way to defend the giant corporation. Representation matters only when it's convenient to them. Cultural appropriation is okay when they do it. Let's not pretend we're mad. The new Assassin's Creed Shadows Samurai isn't Asian. That is from IGN, ladies and gentlemen. It's crazy how they are just continuing to do everything they can to stand on this nonsense and destroy their brand and their company over it. It's just unbelievable. You've got all types of stories right here that IGN is just pushing, and Grums is obviously doing a great job of logging a lot of this stuff. But there's just story on top of stories on top of stories with IGN going out of their way. You've got the pricing for the game, which is absolutely out of control, which universally is hated, which honestly everything that they're doing is universally hated, but the pricing of the game is next level. And this is what IGN is taking up for. If you go over to their YouTube account, look at these ratios. Assassin's Creed Shadows trailer explained secrets, theories, and details you might have missed. Almost 7,000 downvotes right there. Nearly 7,000. Here's another one. 10,000 downvotes to only 2,000 upvotes. And bam, here we go. 23,000 downvotes to 6,000 upvotes. This is the hill that apparently IGN wants to die on. I don't understand it. It makes no sense to me. And if you go over to the trailer itself, let's do a refresh and see where we're at on the dislikes on this trailer. 598,000 downvotes. It's closing in on 600,000 downvotes. It has more than doubled the upvotes. The controversy is out of control. So IGN is writing nonsensical article over nonsensical article. You've got Wikipedia trying to do everything they can to, to pretend that history didn't happen, and they're trying to retroactively change everything. And people are going to see through this. You're not going to defeat the internet. All right, you can try to cover stuff up. You can try to change stuff. You can try to manipulate stuff. But ultimately, the internet is not going to let this go. The internet is going to continue to do what the internet does. And the more you try and stop it, the more you try and change things, the more the internet's going to dig and find everything they need to find. That is the reality of the situation. So again, this thing is not going away. This controversy is not going away. IGN is going to continue to do everything they can to protect this game and protect Ubisoft, and that's fine. Go ahead and do that. But IGN is going to be in a lot of trouble. And again, I had no problem saying that IGN was staying out of this for the most part. IGN is a big company. They have a ton of people working for them. There's bound to be different perspectives and different opinions, and that's totally fine. I talked about this on Geeks Gamers Daily today, but I simply said, hey, you know, with IGN, they have different opinions and different people that are going to have different perspectives. That's fine. But they also take stances as a company. Like, they will do the pro BLM stuff. You know, they'll do the whole we're standing for diversity bullshit. And when you do that, when you've made it clear that your company is going to take a position on certain topics, it's over. That's why Geeks and Gamers as a company doesn't have any opinion. The individuals at Geeks and Gamers can have whatever opinions they want, but as a company, we're not going to take any position on anything because that's not what companies should be doing. The people that are there should be able to voice their opinions based on whatever the company is covering, and that should be how it always is. You guys have a great day. Thank you very much for checking out this video, and we will talk to you later.